For 500 years, history has repeated itself, like a clock striking the same hour again and again. 5 empires have risen to dominate the world, and 5 have fallen, each ruled with gold, silver, or paper, until their power crumbled beneath their own weight, and now the clock ticks once more. The question that haunts economists, historians, and dreamers alike: is the dollar next? Every empire begins with ambition, expands through trade, thrives on finance, and dies by debt. It's the same pattern century after century. The currency that once symbolized strength becomes the chain that drags it down. From the gold doubloons of Spain to the dollar bills in your pocket today, the story is eerily familiar. The story begins with Spain, the empire of gold. In the 1500s, Spanish ships brought back mountains of treasure from the New World. Gold flowed into Europe like a river. Spain was unstoppable, until inflation devoured its wealth. Too much gold made gold worthless. The empire that conquered the world was eaten alive by its own fortune. After Spain's fall, the Dutch rose, not by conquest, but by commerce. Amsterdam became the financial heart of the world. They invented the stock market, modern banking, and global trade routes. But success bred greed. Wars with England drained their wealth, and soon their currency, the guilder sad, everything faded into history. Then came France, elegant, powerful, cultured, yet cursed by debt. Kings built palaces while peasants starved. Wars and revolutions toppled monarchs, and their paper money, the assignats, became worthless. The lesson? Even the most glorious empire can drown in its own extravagance. The 19th century belonged to Britain. The sun never sets on the British Empire, they said. The pound sterling became the world's reserve currency. But maintaining global dominance is expensive. 2 world wars, enormous debts, and the rise of America slowly dimmed the British glow. The pound fell, now gracefully but inevitably. After 1945, a new empire rose: the United States. The dollar, backed by gold and military power, ruled the post-war world. From oil to global trade, everything was priced in dollars. The world trusted the green paper of America more than gold itself, but history whispers trust never lasts forever. In 1944, nations gathered in Bretton Woods to build a new financial order. The dollar was crowned the global standard, linked to gold. But by 1971, America's debts grew too heavy, and Nixon cut the gold link. Since then, the dollar has been based on belief, faith in the system, not metal. And belief, history shows, can break. Then came a clever deal: oil for dollars. Every nation buying oil had to use U.S. currency. The dollar's throne was secured by black gold. America didn't just control money, it controlled energy. But every empire built on control eventually faces rebellion. Look closely. The signs are the same: rising debt, endless wars, economic inequality, overconfidence in a currency that was once untouchable. The same ingredients that toppled Spain, the Netherlands, France, and Britain now simmer beneath America's surface. History isn't repeating, it's rhyming. Empires rarely collapse overnight. They erode slowly, one loan, one bailout, one war at a time. America's debt has crossed $35 trillion. Nations once desperate for U.S. support now question the paper they once worshipped. Confidence, the true currency, begins to crack. China, Russia, and emerging powers are building new systems, trading in their own currencies, buying gold, building digital payment networks. The monopoly of the dollar is being challenged. The same way Britain once watched the U.S. rise, America now watches others quietly prepare for its turn. Every empire's power rests on one thing: trust. The moment people stop believing, collapse begins. Inflation, political division, and endless printing test to that belief. If confidence in the dollar breaks, no army, no speech, no sanction can save it. Spain taught us that gold can rot. The Dutch showed that trade can twist into greed. France revealed that glory fades in debt. Britain proved that even global dominance ends. Each believed it would last forever. Each fell the same way. America stands at that same crossroad. Will it learn or repeat? But perhaps this time, something new is coming. Digital currencies, blockchain systems, and decentralized finance threaten to rewrite the very rules of money. If history's pattern holds, the next empire may not be a nation, but a network. Behind every fallen empire are human faces, merchants ruined, soldiers unpaid, families lost in chaos. When currencies collapse, it's not the elite who fall first, it's the people. Inflation doesn't break banks, it breaks lives. That's why this story matters, because it's not just about money, it's about us. Today, America still stands powerful, the dollar still dominates, but power is not permanence. The world watches, waits, and whispers. Will the US defy the cycle or fulfill it? No empire believes its end is near until it's too late. 500 years, 5 empires, one repeating pattern, gold to paper, paper to promise, promise to dust. Every fall began with the words, "It could never happen here." So ask yourself, and as the clock ticks once more, is the dollar next?